Well, hey, this is Stormland. Thanks for joining me on another one of Chris's beer reviews. That's right. All right, people. Got a new 4-pack here, straight from Quebec City. All right, I'm going to be reviewing the Brasserie Dieu Du Ciel Rosée de Hibiscus. Um, my girlfriend told me how to say this in French, but I forgot, so I'm not even going to try. It's something like Rosée de Bisquier, something like that. Something like that. Anyways, 5.9% ABV here, 341 milliliters per bottle. Now, this is a highly anticipated beer for me because for I think 2 years of beer reviewing now. Rosé, rosé, rosé. Keep trying this rosé. Keep trying this rosé. So now it's finally on the shelves, and I get to try it. I'm going to be drinking it out of a Mill Street tulip glass. Since it's a rosé, I'm kind of expecting it to be floral. So, you know, I like to kind of get my floral drinks on with my tulip glasses. So, after showing you the typical bottle cap that this brewery has to offer, I'm now going to pop the top. Oh yeah. Looks very good. You know, I tried to review this once before, but it came out flat. Hasn't happened to me from the brewery before, but it happened. Now that doesn't look flat to me. Looks much better. Let me just work off the end. You know what? I'm going to explain this a little bit. All right, so in a tulip glass, we have a 2-fingered head. Starting to leak a little here. As you can tell, we have a very translucent. I can't even. You know what? You can't even see through the beer. It's non-filtered. This is the pinkest beer I've ever had. Small, medium, large bubbles. Very, very, very hazy. I don't really pick up on a fruity aroma, but I'm picking up on a very wheaty aroma. This resembles that of a wheat beer, a Hefeweizen beer. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I can already tell what this is going to taste like just off the smell. Not sweet. Alright, so here we go. It being a rosé, okay? Some people might confuse that with the color. They might think that this is going to be some kind of a fruity concoction. That's not the case whatsoever. It really is a very floral wheat beer. Now, if you're not used to a wheat beer, it usually has more to do with orange and grapefruit. Am I right with the grapefruit? Might be mixing my drinks up here. Wrong. It's got to do more with orange, the orange peel, the orange zest, the orange taste. And yeah, it's usually got a thick sediment at the bottom. I'm not sure if this does. I'm going to check it out right now. Excuse me. Now, this doesn't appear to have a sediment at the bottom, which most wheat beers do. It's probably because it's more of a rosé than, you know, something that we usually see mixed with oranges. Definitely get a much more floral, pungent flavor. Okay, it's kind of bland. It doesn't really knock your socks off, but they wanted to. You can tell that the taste is they wanted it to be kind of masked because they didn't want it to come out as to be more of a pungent, sweeter way of providing this for us. Now, it doesn't taste very much like beer. I mean, you got that sort of beerish aftertaste that you would get from a wheat beer, but if there were no alcohol in this and no carbonation, one could literally consider this to be a juice. It resembles that of like a Fruitopia juice. You know, that strange chemically hazy looking color versus a Kool-Aid, you know, being able to see through type of liquid. Now, I have had this before, and you know this because I tried it when it was flat. I'm not going to hop on the big fan base bus behind this beer. A lot of people have been raving about it. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a good change in a wheat beer. But this one, because it does have sort of a blandish approach, I kind of wish that I could taste a little bit more booziness inside for flavor. And that's pretty much my only complaint. Like, it is a 5.9% ABV. I'm wondering if this was 6.9% ABV, if this would be more flavorful for me. It is good, no complaints. Look at the wonderful lace; it's doing the job now. Last time I poured this, little to no head, and then the head disappeared. And the more I kept drinking it, the more I kept asking myself, "Is this really what this beer is supposed to be like?" So it was a really, really disappointing start. I was actually going to return it and get a refund, but I decided to try another bottle. Here we go. All right, people. There you go. Wheat beer. Different from an orange. I'm going to, I want to say this, but it really does have this rosé approach to the wheat beer. But it does have a little bit of something in there that kind of makes you think of orange. It could be, when you peel off the orange peel, and then you look at the orange, and then there's that white kind of veiny stuff that you can peel off of the orange. It tastes like that stuff. You kind of get this orange taste, but it's not pungent. That's basically the kind of flavor I'm getting here. That's the best way for me to put it. That's the best way for me to say, what the flavor's like. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes it worth it for you to give it a try, of course. So anyways, that's it, people. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's good, but I just I wish there was something more to it, if that makes any sense. I believe I got the 4-pack for $12.95 or something like that. So it's all right. It's coming from Quebec. It's pretty close, but it's not. And yeah. It's not a normal beer, so I guess you could say it's definitely worth the experimentation. So yeah, wonderful. Everybody, thanks for joining me. Another one of Chris's beer reviews, of course. Don't drink and drive, as I normally say, but drink responsibly. Cheers, people.